Martinez is jumping, Harry Maguire is behind as the spare man, and the two wing-backs are looking after Liverpool's wide play. So again, if you're going to press high, those centre-backs have to jump. Look at Martinez even now. He's looking to jump, OK, this is a brilliant pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold that takes out that front five. There's a bit of space for Curtis Jones, so straight away now, the role changes. So instead of pressing high, you've now got to get back in position, like they weren't doing against Newcastle, where you're in your back five. Fernandes comes to the side of the central midfield player. Ahmad does the same, and that actually allows Ugarte to go and press the ball, and De Ligt is ready to jump. So again, straight away on that clip, we can see them pressing high, and then when they get pushed back, it's different. Now the problems they cause Liverpool with the ball in terms of controlling the game. Now, this front three pinned that Liverpool back four, but especially Bruno Fernandes, who was man of the match, give Trent Alexander-Arnold a real problem because he didn't want to leave him, but he'd never get to Dalot. So Dalot, again, who was outstanding in the game, and again, this is the system working and causing Liverpool a problem. So he's got all the time in the world. Again, look, the front three pinning this whole Liverpool back four. There, you see them. So they're outnumbered here, Liverpool, because Liverpool have got an extra man here, but they haven't here. So we now run it on. And this, again, is the 3-4-3 system getting the better of the Liverpool 4-2-3-1 system. So the ball comes to De Ligt on this side. Mo Salah is Liverpool's right winger. Gakpo is Liverpool's left winger.
This position really surprises me. Sorry, Jamie. Gakpo's position here really surprises me, how deep he is. Because this is not Gakpo's man. That's Robertson's man. This is Gakpo's man. To get pressure on at Anfield, the winger has to jump the wide centre-half. And to get the crowd going, the crowd didn't even get involved because they couldn't get any pressure on the ball. So Liverpool, for me, have to get over to the side of the ball a lot faster, and Robertson needs to get onto their wing.
But I think you're absolutely spot on. The idea would have been for Gakpo, as Anthony Gordon did the other night, go and press this one. And Andy Robertson would be jumping here. But Andy Robertson is pinned back with Ahmad. Again, the system working. Now, when you talk about systems, who's playing a back five now? That's Liverpool. Liverpool are in the back five because Gakpo is having to come back with Mazraoui on this side. And again, it's a system getting the better of another system. It comes into Maguire. Now, he goes long. Forces him long. And Manchester United pick the second ball up. Nice little bit of football that they showed at times, Manchester United. But what was good about this for Man United, it wasn't so much they were creating lots of chances, but they took the sting out of Liverpool. Now, as Maguire's about to switch that ball, look at this position again of Fernandes. In between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Gravenberch. 18 yards to Dalot, he can't get there in time. Again, this is this system working, pinning this Liverpool back four back so they can't get out to the wing back. And then it comes back out again. Now, the thing what I would say about this system, a lot of these clips that were shown, a lot of the time Manchester United go back with the ball. That is maybe the nature of this system a little bit. Maybe one of the things against it. But, again, Trent Alexander-Arnold caught in between Fernandes and the wide wing-back and Dalot. And this is what the manager wants Amorim from his number 10s, to make penetrating runs in here. Bruno Fernandes gets the wrong side of Gravenberch, but it's a poor pass. But when you're looking at patterns of play here and what he wants from players in certain positions, so Liverpool could not get out to the wing-back. So this is this system working brilliantly. Now, we're going to go to the goal. Now, Manchester United switch it to De Ligt. He's now, look at this triangle here of the three players. So you've got your right-sided centre-back, your number 10 and your wing-back. Gakpo caught in between, Andy Robertson caught in between as well. Doesn't know whether to go there or doesn't know whether to go and press the number 10. As we know, as we highlighted last week, Mazraoui on that side, he's not great going forward in terms of trying to beat a man.
At least he's high.
So he comes back.
At least he's high.
Exactly.
On the other side.
Now it comes in to Maguire again. We just stop it again. This position here, Bruno Fernandes here. In between Gravenberch and Trent Alexander-Arnold again. This is what's something that Arne Slot mentioned after the game, the problems Trent had. We spoke about him after the game, but this was a huge problem tactically for him in that position. So it was far too easy to get the ball to Manchester United's wing-back on this side. As it comes across, we've just seen Mazraoui. We know he's not great going 1v1. We said that about him last week, but we know he fancied it right from the start of the game. He thought he could go past Trent Alexander-Arnold. We saw it numerous times in the game. So they get across and they do really well. But something, we go back to the first clip. Look at this, Fernandes, on the front foot, aggressive. He wasn't like that against Newcastle, but he was like that from minute 1 against Liverpool. This is shocking from Liverpool defensively, really poor. But you must say, from Manchester United's point of view. That was brilliant from Fernandes, brilliant from Martinez. And when you play a back three and one of your defenders steps in, he can stay there because he's got the luxury of the other two centre-backs behind him.
Well, it's twofold. Liverpool were not anywhere near as smooth as they have been, and there was certain players of colour, we'll get to that, by recent performances. And Man United, by their recent standards, were terrific. And I mean terrific. There was two challenges in particular, both on Ruben Dias, from Harry Maguire and Matthijs de Ligt in the first half, where the ball was rolled into Dias, and each time one of them came out and smashed him.
Luis Diaz, yeah.
Who'd I say?
Ruben.
Sorry, Luis Diaz. And took the ball. And I just thought, wow, that's kind of like, and he talked about it, Ruben Amorim, mentality, wanting to defend, trying to pass the ball better than they have, trying to take some responsibility when Liverpool are pressing and not just hoof it forward, running the channels like Højlund did. So all these things were better, and it kind of ruffled and frustrated Liverpool. And I think you've got to give a lot of credit to United today. But Stevie's right. This is about standards. It is not saying easy, but easier to raise yourself for these kind of games. What about the rest? And that's what he has to harness going forward. But if we take it in isolation against the favourites for the Premier League today, that was probably as good as it could have been for this Man United side, and you've got to give them a lot of credit for that.
Liverpool did two things today that they haven't done all season. The passing was off completely. They've been so good with the ball, so slick. Everything's been so accurate, and that completely disappeared. And the other thing that they've done for 99% of the season, other than the Forest game at home, is they've been in control of almost every game. They've had the tempo, they've had the opportunities, they've defended. Every single thing that Liverpool have done well all season went out the window today. And then the best example of that was Trent Alexander-Arnold, who couldn't pass their red jersey and who defensively was a complete and utter liability. So I'm with Craig. Liverpool got it all wrong, but you got to give credit. United have gone home tonight thinking we should have taken 3 points.
After the first half, Frank, we thought this could be a bit of an anti-climax, but of course it kind of exploded into life, didn't it, after the break?
Yeah, that was a total different game with risks taken from both teams. But I really enjoyed the game because I saw two teams, showing their pride to their colours, and they fought very hard. And it's just only a fair result. And the guys are right. Liverpool weren't good in a way, well, comparing to what we saw. And Manchester United were absolutely fantastic for the level that they've shown before. But I really like everything that Craig was mentioning, the tackle that Manchester United players were doing. Euro at the time when he came on and tackled Nunez at the end, that was a superb tackle. He showed a lot. I like the pressure that they put against Liverpool. I like the mentality that they had. And the spirit that they showed. And I enjoy every second of the second half because that was like a cup game, really. They never, even Manchester United thought they could get the third goal, and it's why they got that Maguire chance. And I agree with Craig. Zirkzee cannot give a pass like that, an assist, not an assist. It's a poison kind of assist. But I saw Manchester United very positive. They didn't go for the draw. They tried to get the 3 points. So and it could have gone either way. I think it's a fair result. Disappointed for Liverpool, I guess, but very, very impressed with the pride the player of Manchester United showed today.
Can I just throw in a bit Slot? We've kind of sat here most of the season and said how Arne Slot, the decisions he's made all season have been fantastic. I think he made a real boo-boo today. When he made his substitutions and he brought on Nunez and he brought on Jota, I couldn't believe that he wouldn't bring Conor Bradley on and get Trent Alexander off.
Yeah,
not just because of his passing, but the fact that he was getting stripped for fun every single time Dallo or anybody else went near him. And I think that's the first time this season he's made a mistake. Because at 2-1, get him on, stay where you are, make sure we defend and we don't lose anything. I think he made a mistake.
He was on. So let's go into Trent Alexander-Arnold because he was on.
So let's start with Amorim at United, shall we? He's been in the job less than 2 months, so we got to say that. He's brought in a bit of a different formation. It hasn't been entirely successful, but as we just showed you, there was a glimmer of hope yesterday. Do we give him time?
Yes, definitely. I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely fine with it, because the simple fact is when a new manager comes into the club, let's be serious, they're not going to get relegated. Even before they got the draw at Liverpool yesterday, they're not going to be relegated. So what you want as a new manager, this is the first time really that a manager has come in permanently at Manchester United for a long time, actually after the season's begun. So I think what he has to do, and it's similar to when Jurgen Klopp went to Liverpool, assess the team, play your system, and by the end of the season you know who you want to keep, who you want to get rid of, who you need to bring in. Because I think for too long at Manchester United there's been player power now, and players have got away with things lightly, and it's always been the manager that's got the brunt of things. We saw with Ten Hag, he had his philosophy when he came into the club. He tried to play it, saw that the players weren't able to adapt. He still spent a lot of money, but then he changed the way that he saw the game. Whereas I think with Amorim, he's saying, no, Manchester United, this is my team now. This is a system I want to play, and I'm going to play it wherever I go, whoever I play against. And I need to know the players that are going to work in this system and the players that aren't going to work in this system. So he's now making the players accountable, and I think it's great. I think it's really refreshing to see that from a manager.
Some people, Cara, want the manager to pick its tactics and his system based on what you've got. Based on what you've got. And he wasn't hired because of that. They all knew what his system was when he first came into the football club. Always going to be the 3-4-2 and the 1. And it's been a bit of a disaster. It doesn't suit many players. But even the result against Liverpool, it's almost forcing the players, we're doing it. And you're going to find a way to be successful. And whatever that means and whatever it takes, and there will be new players come into the football club. If you bring in 2 new wing-backs, then that helps with the system. Then I think it changes things a lot. But it's like, we're doing this, I feel strongly, because a lot of people fear, and by the way, someone on our team, on our punditry team, believes that should change it. Yeah. This isn't working. He should go back to a back 4 like Ten Hag did. Now, that might paper over some cracks, and it does win a trophy, and it doesn't look so bad, but it's not the way that Manchester United are going to get back to the very top of this division, playing a progressive style that Manchester United fans want to see. So I'm all for him saying, I hear it, and he's heard a lot of noise over these last few weeks, a lot of noise. You're sticking to it, and he said things like, if I change, then I die. So I like what he's done in the heat and the noise, that he should change it because it's not working.
And the simple fact is, the players are on trial. You look at Casemiro and Eriksen, they started last week against Newcastle. Everybody was saying, whoa, how can these two start? Part of me thinks that he's done that to show, this is what I need. These are the plays that I need. These are the plays that I need to get rid of.
Force them to do it. Yeah. If they can't do it, they got to go.
And that's exactly from my side of things. That's how you want it to be. It's like the players are all on trial now. So let's see who's going to be there for the journey come the end of the season.
OK, so you feel strongly, give Amorim time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Don't change.
Don't change. What about
Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has been praised for the way he set his team up to cause Liverpool a problem at Anfield on Sunday. Despite failing to take all 3 points in a thrilling 2-2 draw, it was hugely improved display from the visitors, who left rueing a late miss from Harry Maguire that would have sealed all 3 points. United appeared to target Trent Alexander-Arnold, with the Liverpool right-back enduring a torrid afternoon as he was frequently caught out of position. The 3-4-3 formation that Amorim insisted he would be implementing when he arrived at Old Trafford also appeared to work effectively following a run of 4 straight defeats. Speaking on Monday Night Football, pundit Jamie Carragher outlined how the Red Devils' forward players exposed the England international. The problems they caused Liverpool with the ball, in terms of controlling the game, he said, while analysing one piece of play down the Liverpool right-hand side. That front 3 pinned back the Liverpool back 4, but especially Bruno Fernandes, who was man of the match. He gave Trent Alexander-Arnold a problem because Trent didn't want to leave him but he'd never get to Dalot. This is the system working and causing Liverpool a problem. Both United goals came down Alexander-Arnold's side, firstly Lisandro Martinez firing home unmarked before Alejandro Garnacho crossed for Ahmad to level late on. The 26-year-old was taken off by Arne Slot in the closing stages as United pushed for a winner. But it wasn't just in possession where Carragher felt United were more effective. He also outlined how much more organised Amorim's team looked when it was the Reds who had the ball. Looking at further clips, he pointed out how well the side transitioned and reacted to the hosts coming forward. So instead of pressing high when Liverpool were playing from deep, the role changes when they attack. So you've got to get back in position, like they weren't doing against Newcastle. Straight away on that clip, we can see them pressing high, but when they get pushed back, it's different.